Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight on the 7 on 8. I'm Lindsay McComo. And first tonight at 7, examining the Second Amendment sanctuary movement. Last night, we told you Montcalm County is the latest municipality here in Michigan to consider becoming a sanctuary for gun rights. It means ignoring any new gun control measures. News 8's Heather Walker examined the legality of it and spoke to officials in our state who've already adopted it for their area.
There are only a couple places in the state of Michigan that have declared themselves a sanctuary city, but more are hoping to join. So what does this mean? And more importantly, does it have any legal standing? The short answer, not really.
And so it's a nice idea. It certainly expresses a public policy that they would like to follow, but in reality, it probably has very little legal impact.
This is what the resolutions look like. Briley Township in northeastern Michigan was the first to become a Second Amendment sanctuary in our state. Why do you find this to be necessary?
Well, from the recent gun laws passed in other areas, a lot of our constituents have come in and kind of talked to us about some of those issues.
Bruno Wojcik is a supervisor for Briley Township. He, along with officials in Montcalm County, became gun sanctuaries in the last week. Their constituents live in rural areas where law enforcement response times can be long.
And really do not rely on the government to protect them. And if they were restricted in their ability to protect themselves, they would be at the mercy of the government having to protect them.
Why not a First Amendment sanctuary, Second Amendment, Third Amendment? Why just the Second Amendment?
Well, basically, only because it's being talked about nationally. We also wanted the nation to know that there are places that enjoy those rights and would prefer that they not be infringed upon.
Wojcik says he realizes it's making a statement, not taking legal action, because law enforcement take oaths to uphold the law. Now, some prosecutors may not take on certain cases involving gun rights in sanctuary cities, but the feds could still prosecute. Attorney John Bursch, who's argued before the Supreme Court, says if communities think their constitutional rights are being violated, they should fight it in federal court and avoid these resolutions.
We don't really want a country where people can opt out of laws that apply to everybody else. And so I think everybody should think about getting off the sanctuary bandwagon.
Heather Walker, News 8.